Okay, Steve Haight here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, Canada, and we are right in the middle of town. We're looking at about 4 acres of ground that used to be an old school, probably built back in the 60s. So this property is actually the town's property. The municipality owns this piece of ground. And what are they doing with it right now? Well, you're going to see they're not doing a darn thing with it. So, again, it goes by location, location, location. We're sitting here right in the middle of Liverpool where everything is accessible. Shopping, hospitals, fire departments not far. The water's just over here, not too far. There's schools here. There's a walking trail right behind this property. And there's a big cement slab here as well that could be used, if we can, to build some buildings here. What would we want to do here? We'd want to get the highest and best use of this property. It's got a chain link fence around it. It's got a huge building pad from the old school. If we can use that, we'd save thousands of dollars. We've got city water, we've got city sewer, so it's quite a bit different than the Nickerson project. And right over here is part of the property that's all treed in here as well. Now Jeff's going to tell you a little bit more from a builder's perspective of highest and best use. And Jeff, how many doors do you think that we could possibly get on this piece of ground here?
I think just looking at the actual slab itself, I think we could probably get about 30 units, 25 to 30 units on the slab. Maybe if we extended the slab out slightly, we could get up to 30, 35 maybe on just the slab alone, what's already existing here. But kind of where we're sort of standing, where you're standing, Steve, just kind of off to your left and your right, there's quite a distance here from the actual slab to the road itself. That, you know, we could, if you're trying to get highest and best use out of the property, we could obviously put some nice kind of like row houses or something there for seniors or whoever wants to rent them. So we could probably get up to, just on the area that you see here, up to about 50 units on this this property that you're taking a look at right now.
So we're just going to take a walk over to this slab and see. I mean, this is, how much money would it cost to even put a slab like this up? I mean,
oh, you're talking $100,000 plus for a slab like that. And we might even be able to tab in. We have to see how the engineers look at it, but that would have already the sewer and everything for obviously a high school that would have, you know, up to 200 students in it. So a lot of the infrastructure is already in place in this property. So
we could basically say that it's shovel ready. Is that?
Yeah, definitely shovel ready. It's already lawn ready and everything. It's pretty nice property.
So, you know, like I say, we've driven around the neighborhood. The roads are all good. They're paved. I mean, it's just location, location, location. In fact, if you just follow me around, right behind me there is the water. So you could basically walk right to the... How close would the nearest beach be from here?
Oh, the nearest beach would only be about a 10-minute to 15-minute drive. And there'd be about 4 or 5 of them, some of the most beautiful beaches you can imagine. Yeah.
So it's a great place for people that want to retire. There's a huge waiting list for people that want to downsize and get into something smaller. It's very expensive to heat some of these big houses that a lot of these people live in, and they want to downsize, and the city of Queens, the Queens municipality, wants to keep these people in Liverpool because they got money to spend. They don't want them to leave. So, in fact, there was we were with Kim, the MLA, a couple days ago, and she said they sent out a survey to, I think it was 1,000 people in Liverpool, and they wanted to know, they thought the biggest need and want here in Liverpool was transportation. So what they did is they had a questionnaire form that went out to 1,000 people, and at the bottom of the questionnaire form they had a place for comments. And what was surprised them was that the response was more in the comment section, people asking for affordable units to live in. People want to live here and they can't find what we can build. So we've got a niche here. We've got a little sweet spot. We want to fulfill that. And Jeff, what kind of rent do you think we could get per door here, range-wise?
Yeah, I mean the range is pretty good. So on the kind of the pad ready spots that we just talked about, and the other area here for the little strip house, you're going to get anywhere from $700 to $1,000 a month for those. And then if we kind of pan back here to your far right a little bit, the remaining land, we could develop that into some more, nicer units, so that we could probably get up to 1,300 to 1,350 for those units back in the remaining land that's here. So you're kind of developing a nice little community and filling a really good niche that's here in the market.
Well, we're excited about this piece. I know we're looking at a lot of real estate the last 3 weeks, but it's just one of those things. We just keep looking until we just find that one that we think, just like we did Nickerson. There was a lot of deals that Jeff brought us that we had to kind of sift and sort through, and that's part of what the acquisition team does. I mean, we take a good look at everything, and we try to figure out, again, what would be the best scenario for our investors, and give them the best return that we can, and get them to cash flow. And that's what a lot of our investors are looking for, is cash flow. Not just cash, but it's something that can flow month after month, year after year, et cetera, et cetera. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll get this video out to all of our interested investors.